What's good? Coach's Locker 11, Dre.
We back at it again, Mega Man.
We coming at you. You guys already know what to do. Subscribe, like, subscribe to our podcast as well. We doing it all.
Comment.
But we gonna get right into it. So, Anthony Davis comes out and says he wants to be traded. Let's listen to a little bit of snippet of the interview. Let's see what he has to say.
Why do you want to be traded? I feel like it's my time. I gave the city, organization, fans, everything I feel like I could. Don't know how long I'm gonna play this game. People's careers are short, and I feel like it's my time to move on.
Was it his time to move on? So
That's his decision to make.
should we hit the button on Davis?
No.
Nope.
No.
Let's hit the button on these organizations.
Hit it.
These teams ain't loyal. You already know. These teams ain't loyal. Let's get it. These teams ain't loyal.
You already know. These teams are not loyal, not even the slightest.
What did Anthony Davis' dad say? What is Papa?
I would never want my son to play for Boston.
Wow.
Yeah, do you guys remember? This was last year or 2 years ago.
Maybe about 2 or 3 years ago.
Isaiah Thomas
About 2.
lost his sister.
Playoffs.
Playoffs.
It's an important game.
We already
but
know. We saw the highlights or the pre-highlights of him getting emotional during the warm-ups and all of that. He played.
Still came out there.
He still played.
Still came out.
He didn't take a game off.
With a broken tooth and a broken hip.
He still played.
And a dead sister.
And what did Boston Celtics do?
You serious?
Do you want me to do it again?
Hey, hit the button.
Button time.
These teams ain't loyal. You already know. These teams ain't loyal. Let's get it. These teams ain't loyal.
Come on. How do you trade a man who sacrificed a lot for the organization and then they say, you know what? We don't need you anymore. So, me personally, I like the way Anthony Davis is going at this. I like the fact that he's interviewing, he's being honest, he's not getting into details, he's relaying certain important questions to his agent, which he should do. Most players should do, instead of putting their foot in their mouth.
Yep.
But he said he's giving that city his all.
Yeah.
Do you disagree?
He has, man. 25. He played there since he was 19.
It's gotten better every year.
Yeah. Put him in the playoffs.
So, why is it that these fans, now I'm a fan
I'm a fan too.
through and through to my teams, to the Lakers. No, I'm not a LeBron bandwagon. Lakers since those of people who know me, Magic, Kareem, Cooper, Rambis,
Knicks
Byron.
The Knicks since Allen Houston.
So we're loyal to our teams, whether they're good, whether they're bad.
Sprewell.
Okay,
remember Sprewell.
I remember Sprewell.
Yeah, everybody
Sprewell,
know.
he had some game. He had some game. But why do these fans get so upset?
Entitled. They feel entitled.
They burn the jerseys. They put all these hate messages on their Twitter,
Like, you don't own the man.
Instagram. I want to ask you guys a question, and I want you to think about this. I want to know if anybody thinks about this.
Think outside the box.
So, you're with an organization, you're with your job for, let's say, 5 or 6 years. You put in work, you put in the time. Let's say you get promoted here and there, but not to the position that you really want. Fast forward it, and you say, okay, in 2 years I want to be in this position. All of a sudden, guess what? the position opens up.
Now, not just that. You put in the overtime. You put in the work. You train people.
Okay.
All that sacrifice. You worked on the weekend sometimes.
Ooh, okay. So let's consider all of that. And then the company brings someone in from the outside. Maybe their boy, maybe someone that they know, and they don't even know the job.
Their brother-in-law.
Ooh. Their partner,
Somebody
their
close
road
to them.
dog,
Somebody close to them.
their boy. Someone that's close to them, and you get looked over for the job. And
How do
then
you feel? How do you feel?
Good question. So that's the scenario I'm putting out to you guys. How would you feel if that happens? Would you say, you know what, I'm gonna still be loyal to this organization? Or would you hit the button on them?
These teams ain't loyal. You already know. These teams ain't loyal. Let's get it. These teams ain't loyal.
What would you do? What would you do? Now you can't tell me you would stick it out.
I wouldn't stick it out.
Why would you? If you get looked over like that?
And not to say Anthony Davis, his position is being taken over by someone else, but this organization is not doing anything to help him meet his goals.
Let's rewind it a couple of years. Remember Boogie?
Yep.
Now you can say Boogie went at it the wrong way. That was his way of going at it. You can say that, but that was his frustration with the team. Now, is Boogie a good player? You can talk about his age, you can talk about his Achilles, but Boogie put in work for that organization. He put in just as much time with that organization as Anthony Davis did. And look how they did him. So again, how can you fault him? Now, I heard Charles Barkley say that the NBA should veto the trade. That if the Lakers get Anthony Davis, they should veto the trade. What sense would that make? Like, when the commissioner was there before, David Stern, he vetoed the trade to get Chris Paul to the Lakers. Chris Paul was supposed to go to the Lakers a while back. And this is when Kobe was still there. This is when Kobe was in his prime.
Oh, no.
So why would the NBA intervene with that, but they haven't intervened with it? So why would you just intervene with the Lakers, but you're not intervening with any other team? Like, I get people don't want to see super teams anymore. Okay,
It's too late for that. The Warriors is already.
Yeah, it's look, man. It's
too late.
look.
It's
We're
happening.
in a new genre. We're in a new era.
2019.
People making super teams.
That's what it is.
It is what it is.
Trying to win.
Look, the next super team is gonna be 5 All-Stars and 5 All-Stars riding the bench.
I ain't playing.
So the whole team is gonna be All-Stars. Oh, the whole team. So I mean, what can you do? So again, I don't fault Anthony Davis for wanting to want. He wants out. He wants out. We've seen over and over and over again, not only in the NBA but also in the NFL, how these teams, these organizations, they have these players who give their life for these organizations, playing with injuries that we don't even know about. And then when they finally say, hey, I'm shutting it down, everybody's looking at them like, man, you serious? You shutting down because you got a thigh contusion?
Oh, your back broke?
Has anybody ever had a thigh contusion before? Does anybody know how a deep thigh bruise feels?
Oh, your back broke? You don't want to play? You don't want to play?
Or your pinky toe, or you got a hangnail on your pinky toe, so you can't play no more. They got to shut you down for the rest of the season. But how many games do you play throughout the year? 82, 16? We talking about the NBA and NFL. So
level.
I've seen too many times where these players sacrifice so much, and then these organizations just toss them.
Bargaining chips.
They toss them.
Bargaining chips.
They toss them.
I mean, look at the Knicks. The Knicks and the Mavs. That trade.
Okay, let's talk about that trade. Porzingis.
It was smart for the Knicks.
It was.
Because you know what? Porzingis is a great player.
Okay, true.
Great
Still
player.
young. 25?
Still young, yeah. Still
25?
young. but
He's with Luca
usually-
now, right?
Yeah.
Luca, whatever his name is.
Yeah, great player, but you usually don't come back the same with an ACL injury.
It depends on you.
It does. And it
Because
depends on that muscle.
it depends on you. What kind of work you put into your.
Yeah, he's 23.
He's young, so okay. So I was off. He's 20. He's 23, so he's still young.
So yeah, he got a better chance of recovery. But I think they use that trade. I think they did it pretty smart. Because you know what they're trying to do.
I think it might happen.
DeAndre Jordan and Wesley Matthews are just not going to stay long.
You think might do a buyout?
Those two guys are going to be the salary.
Dennis Smith Jr. was a good pickup for you guys because I think
Dennis Smith should stay there.
Point guard.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, big time.
They need point guard.
Yeah,
So
for
they
sure.
They lost Tim, so they had to pick up Dennis Smith, which was smart. Get rid of Wesley and DeAndre Jordan, and then try to get some all-stars, superstars.
So I think it's a good trade for both organizations because I see that I can actually see progress in what the Knicks are trying to do now.
Yeah,
So now they can sign 2 max players.
Exactly. Smart.
Now, who wouldn't want to play, even though it's not the Knicks of old?
The curse of the name.
Yeah, but I mean, the Knicks are moving in the right direction.
Yeah, exactly.
So, hey, KD, they're talking about it slightly,
But he
but
quiet.
I think KD,
He quiet.
he might be going to the Knicks.
Easy money
Look,
type,
KD
bro.
don't. Come on, man. Everybody knows KD don't want to play for Golden State no more. KD don't want to deal with Draymond Green anymore. Who wants to deal with that? And Draymond Green went on paper saying we don't need KD. Well, KD helped you win the last championship. That's true. You may not need him because you may have done it before, but hey, KD only added to your firepower. When your boy Steph, when your boy Clay, when your boy Draymond couldn't put up points.
Yep.
KD was putting up points.
Yeah.
You got a lethal 7-footer shooting jump shots.
Don't be on his bad side.
Woo. So,
And Kyrie
Oh.
should be. Kyrie
so
should try to go over.
everybody keeps saying that Kyrie wants to re-sign with
Boston.
Boston, or he might go to LA. He made amends with LeBron.
With LeBron.
He wants to go back.
That could happen.
That could happen.
He should go.
Can
with
you
KD.
imagine that?
He should go with KD and
Can you imagine?
make the Knicks great again.
Can you imagine Kyrie, Davis, and LeBron?
Nah, make the Knicks great again. If they ever were, but
Well, man, I just want to see some type of balance. Can we get that? Can we get some type of balance in the NBA where it's not just the West?
give me a Knicks jersey.
Somebody get this man a Knicks jersey. Somebody get him a Starks jersey. A Starks.
Son.
Well, what about that? Who was a beast with the Knicks back in the day? Do you know?
My age only goes back to like Allen Houston.
But Patrick Ewing? Did you forget about Patrick Ewing?
I think I was.
Oh my
I was still
goodness!
small, but
Come on,
I think he was on his way out.
Willis Reed?
Who?
Come on, are you serious?
Google.
Oh my, yeah, Google him. Willis Reed, who played on a bum ankle years ago. Come on, man.
I only got 2 decades on me.
Come on, man. Do your research.
That'll be my homework.
All right, guys. So we touched on those things, but I want to ask you guys a question. How do you feel about what happened with Rudy Gobert?
Oh man. Let's cry for this guy. Let's cry.
Rudy. Rudy. I'm crying for you, bro. I'm crying for you. But how is it that Draymond and Iguodala clowned him because he didn't make the All-Star team?
Come on, guys. Can't do that.
Iggy, you ain't even make it. Dre, you ain't make it. So how you clowning the man for not making the All-Star team? Now he's a good center. He's a great center.
He's
No, he's a
one of the
great
top
center.
five. Yeah, he's
Defensively,
one of the top 5.
rebounds, he's decent offensively, but he can rebound
Yeah.
and he can play good
So
defense.
second chance opportunity.
Now the
Who's he
man
with?
was crying because his mom called him crying.
Yeah.
His mom was emotional. His mom knows how much work he puts in.
She probably watched every game.
Every game. Mama's boy. My mama said.
He
My
deserve it.
mama said.
He deserves it. Does he?
I think so. So okay, guys, I know this is D Wade's and Dirk Nowitzki's last year, but your boy Sterling added them to the roster. Dirk Nowitzki does not even start. I know it's his last hurrah, his last year. I know it's D Wade's last year. D Wade is actually still playing pretty good.
Yeah, D-Wade's playing pretty good.
Nowitzki, not so much.
Well, how many minutes he play?
Come on, man.
10? Again, a night? Maybe?
Who?
Nowitzki.
Probably like 6, 7. He's not averaging that much. He's coming off the bench.
Retirement minutes.
But okay, hold on. Let me go back. I know I said teams aren't loyal, but I will say that Mark Cuban has been loyal to Dirk Nowitzki.
Oh, yeah.
He's been loyal
He played it his whole career.
his whole career. His whole career.
Yeah, like Kobe.
Yeah, but Kobe was gonna go to the Clippers at one point in time. Kobe was a little bitch. Kobe was like, nah, y'all ain't trying to do what I'm trying to do. Y'all, I'm trying to go. Time to go. He's been with them his whole career since 1999. What year y'all graduate out there?
2010.
Oh dang!
Maybe I should have said that. We lied.
So he's been with the team his whole time. So big ups to Mark Cuban, man. Big ups to him and his organization and how loyal he is to the loyal people that are stuck with him in his organization. So to a degree, Mark Cuban, big ups to you. But come on, man. I kind of feel your pain, Rudy, because it shows that he cares about his job. It shows he cares about the work he puts in.
Night in, night out.
So let's scroll through the All-Star roster. We got Giannis, Bron, Steph, KD, Joel Embiid. We got Paul George, Harden, Kyrie, Kawhi, Kemba. These are all the starters. So the reserves, we got LaMarcus, Bradley, Davis. Somebody has to replace him. Put in Rudy Gobert for him, please, because I think they're going to shut him down for the year. Rudy. Put Rudy in, please. Blake. You got Nikola. You got Lillard, Lowry, Middleton, Dirk. Like I said, Oladipo, I think, has already been replaced.
Yeah, he got to be.
You got D'Angelo Russell in there? Oh, Russell's been balling, though. Ben, how you got Ben no jump shot Simmons? Yo, hit the button.
We hit all the buttons on that.
Okay, I'm hitting all the buttons on that. Ben no jump shot Simmons. Come on. Then you got Clay. Clay hasn't been playing that well this year. He's been inconsistent.
He's been a little quiet.
Anthony Towns, Nikola Vucevic from Orlando, and then you got D Wade and Russell Westbrook. Come on.
Damn,
Some of these people in
Yo, Middleton, I put Bledsoe in.
some of these people are suspect.
Middleton. I'm Middleton.
Man.
He's good, but
Man,
come on.
some of these people are suspect.
No, we got to put this
Come on,
under
man.
review.
Come on.
And LeBron gets captain over Steph.
I mean, he's with the West now.
Is that true though? He just
Changing of the guards.
He just came.
He was the king of the East. Now he about to take over the West.
Just like that.
Maybe.
I thought there was some levels of respect, but I guess I don't have to hit the button.
These teams ain't loyal. You already know. These teams ain't loyal. Let's get it. These teams ain't loyal.
All right, so I want to know if you guys think Anthony Davis is going to be traded before February the 6th, the deadline. They already made one major trade. Will there be another major trade? We already see what Magic Johnson offered. Kuzma, Ball, Ingram,
everybody.
first round picks.
He offered everybody.
So he's gutting. Magic Johnson knows he has to do what he has to do to make this work. So, well, is it going to happen? Is it going to happen? Let's find out.
Gotta wait and see.
We will see. What's the next topic of discussion that we can talk about? We talked about loyalty.
Carmelo Anthony
Ooh, so
just got waived.
he finally got waived.
got
Where
waived.
is Melo going? Rumors has it Carmelo's going to the Lakers.
The Bulls waived him to the Lakers?
They can use some shooting.
They could. They
They can use some, especially if we're going to lose some of the other players. They can use some. I mean, we lose something on defense, but they can use some shooting. We'll still have Rondo. We'll still have, I think, Middleton as well, because I don't think we're trying to. I don't know why we wouldn't be trying to unload his contract, but
Wait, Middleton?
yeah. No, not Middleton.
Caldwell
Caldwell Pope. Yeah, Caldwell Pope.
Pope.
So, I don't know. We're gonna find out.
I mean, that could work, Carmelo, and then if they get Anthony Davis. But I think the Sixers should try to pick up Carmelo.
You know what? I got something I've been thinking about. Who?
Even the Raptors could pick up Carmelo.
Yeah, they can.
Because the Bucks been
They can pick up Melo.
the Bucks
You
been,
right. You right.
The Bucks been
That
doing
actually
some
might
damage.
not be a bad pick for Toronto, but I don't know if it depends on where Carmelo's gonna go and who wants to sign him to. Because I don't think Carmelo's really worrying about the money. He's gotten paid over his career.
Yeah, so
Money is not really an issue. I think Carmelo's ready to win a championship, so it's really
better off going to the Raptors.
so.
Position.
Let's actually talk about what's been on my mind lately is the dynamic of how basketball is played now to where it used to be played. Like I'm more old school. The physicality of the game,
Yeah.
you know, the rebounding, the playing defense. Not everybody's a sniper shooter. Everybody's shooting jump shots,
Right.
including like dudes who are like 7'6" shooting jump shots.
I think Marcus Smart is with you. That man be getting in a fight like in almost every other game.
Yeah, I mean, so here's my thing. I would take certain players in the league. I would take like 6 of them. Example, Russell. Like Russell don't have friends on the court.
Oh, Westbrook?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how you're supposed to
He don't
play.
have no, like when Kobe played, he didn't have friends on the court.
I mean, I think he should slow it down a little bit.
But let me ask you this. I want to ask you guys. I'm about to ask Mega Man this, so he has no idea what I'm about to ask him. So, what starting 5?
Uh-oh. Put me on the spot.
What starting 5 from the older generation do you think can take out the Golden State Warriors? Because everybody says that they're the team to beat. I got a few teams that I think can handle them boys. I mean, handle them. So who you think can take them boys out? Like, there's only a few players that's going to be a problem for the older generation. Only a few players, maybe one.
So which of the older players will compete?
Older starting 5.
Starting 5.
Like think about the
Like
players who
Stockton.
like won the championships or who the good teams back in the day that were consistently good throughout the 80s, throughout the 90s. He got to Google it.
Hold on, let me phone a friend.
He got to Google it.
I want to say Michael Jordan's All-Star team.
Okay, so who's on his All-Star team? Who's with Jordan back in the day?
You tell me.
So you got Jordan, you got Pippen, you got Grant.
Barkley was on there.
I'm throwing the buttons at this dude. This dude said Barkley. Man, Barkley ever played with Jordan, they would probably win like 10 championships. Barkley ain't never win no championship. Come
was
on.
an All-Star?
He was the All-Star, but he ain't win no championship. Man, what I do with this button? I done threw the button at you. I can't even find
This
it.
button gone. Hold on.
Let me give you mine.
You told me.
So, I think
I don't think I was born yet.
the Pistons, Bad Boys, could run with Golden State. You got
You talking about?
two. Hear me out.
But you
You
talking
got
about?
Isaiah Thomas, Joe Dumars,
You talking about those bad boys.
Mark. You got Mark. I think it was McGuire. You got Vinny the Jet. You got Bill Laimbeer. And you got Rodman. Those dudes were junkyard dogs. They were nasty. I mean, they played physical. They got into your mental. Can you imagine Rodman on KD? I would love to see that.
Uh-oh.
I would love to see that.
Good matchup.
Another one. It's been spoken about before. Showtime Lakers against Golden State. Come on, man. Come on. Magic, Scott, Cooper, Worthy, Kareem.
Oh yeah.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
Come on. Like, Magic would have been a problem.
Kareem
would have been a problem.
Yeah, they would have nobody.
The only person that probably would have been a problem for LA, KD. But you can put Magic on KD, but Magic ain't got the Magic
height.
has the strength.
Yeah.
He doesn't have the height.
Yeah.
Magic had speed back in the day.
Kareem could have.
Oh, let's not forget about the Boston Celtics though.
Oh, Bird.
And Bird again. You got Bird, you got Kevin McHale, you got Robert Parrish, you had Ainge back in the day who was with them. I can't remember all of them. I think it was not Dennis Scott. I can't remember the other. It was the redhead dude. Somebody comment and help me out who it was. But you might even be the Knicks that might be able to give them a run for their money. So who was starting with John Starks? Who was their point guard? Do you know? Starks, Ewing,
Nope.
Oakley, oh my goodness, Mason. Who else? Dang it, I can't remember. Who was I know it wasn't Houston. I think Starks was the 2 guard, but who was the point guard? I think Harper. Could have been Harper. I can't remember. Look, man, I'm getting old. Y'all help me out here.
Comment below.
Y'all help me out.
I'm too young.
Comment below. Because my boy Mega Man is Googling everything I'm talking about. So, I mean, those are a list of, topics that, we want to discuss. But we want you guys' opinion. We want you guys to comment on the things that we talked about. Hey, you can agree. You can disagree. I even want to hear who you think the starting fives were back in the day that could take out some of the teams that we see today. Or I got another question for you guys. Who do you think that is playing now that could have played back in the day? Because not everybody could have played back in the day. So who do you think that is playing now that is considered an all-star could play in the 80s and the 90s? Who do you think? I want to know. Inquiring minds would like to know.
Comment below.
You can even message us. Let me know. So you know what? I think that's all.
That's it for today.
We'll see you next time.
Don't forget to subscribe. Stay tuned.
We out.